All right, YouTube, so we got everything brought back here to the wood yard, and we did it in 2 trips, which wasn't too awful bad. We did have to bring it up on our gooseneck because we have a really steep dirt road over here. It was really icy, and even in good conditions, to make the corner at the bottom of the road to come up to our wood yard, you're never going to do it with a big semi. So we just used that commercial address with the outdoor loading dock to it, back up against that, and take everything off like you saw in the pictures there. It works out pretty well. The units are beautiful. We have 2 of the 1320s, a green one and a blue one. We have a 1316, same chassis, same power plant and everything, just a shorter conveyor. And then we get into an SF9 that's been upgraded to an SF11. That way it's got the electric start on it. And again, when we were unloading the trailer, it was probably about -4, -3, and I can't even imagine standing there and ripping on a cord trying to get one of these to spin over. Hit that key, let it whirl a little bit, everything picked up, and it was like a symphony of music inside that trailer when everything was up and running. It was absolutely wonderful. And then down the end is one of the SF9s, but we did it as a 72-inch wide platform with highway tires and a torsion axle. So it's really nice for those of you that want to go mobile and tow one of these around at highway speeds. And the nice thing about the highway tires, they're a little bit taller than the standard off-road wheels here, so it brings that table height up some. So let me grab the camera. We'll do a real quick walk around on these because my fingers are going numb. But I want to show you what these are. I'm so excited to have these here in January. All right, so I'm going to try and talk about it without walking because the snow is so crunchy, it's just overwhelming the audio. The 1320 that's here, the green one does have a 24-inch cylinder on it. It does have the LED lights on it. It does have a reversible conveyor on it. We did this because if something gets stuck in the conveyor, it's really nice to be able to pull that lever and have the conveyor reverse. They always come with the speed control valve on them, which is here. I'll normally set that about where this one is, around like a 3, maybe a 4. There's no reason for this thing to go slapping like crazy up and over. It just keep the wood on it, helps keep the noise down. This is the 13 horsepower motor. That's what makes it a 1320. We did it with the electric start on this one because we have the electric oil cooler. Part of the cooler package is a cartridge filter here, a spin-on for the hydraulic oil. It runs down through everything. So this one, again, is pretty high optioned as far as the splitters go. There's not too much more that you can throw on this one than what you see here. And now we'll go over here to the blue one. Again, identical setup. The biggest difference being the 20-inch cylinder versus the 24-inch cylinder. We have the LED lights, we have the pressure gauge, we have the log lift valve, the log lift itself, the speed control for the conveyor, the reversible conveyor, the electric start 13 horsepower, the hydraulic oil cooler, and the oil filter, all the drive controls, conveyor controls, and steering. The conveyors are in the all the way up position. Again, 2 beautiful units. Standard 20-inch cylinder, upgraded 24-inch. All right, this 1316 was the flagship model from last year that you saw here on the channel, because that's the one that we Cadillac'd to the extreme, just like these last 2 have been. We did it with the LED lights, the reversible conveyor, the hydraulic pressure gauge, the log lift, the electric start. Again, what makes this a 1316 is the 13 horsepower motor because of the oil cooler. We also did it with the hydraulic filter. You can see the speed control here, the reversible valve for the conveyor itself, all the standard drive controls and lift controls and steering controls are there. So this model basically is identical to the last 2, except that it has the 16-foot conveyor on it. We did have a regular SF11 that was not all dolled up, but it got dropped off up in New York State. And the customer already stated that he has blown through a ton of wood this morning with it already. It must be popping pretty good with the cold temperatures, because he sent me a big smile and said he absolutely loved the splitter. So we did mean to have another one here, but you know, by goodness, the truck was passing his place on the way, so we just left it up there and saved him the travel. All right, so now we get into the non-conveyored models. So these are the SF9s. The red one is an SF9tr, and this one is also a 9tr. However, I did take the red one and spec it out with an 11 horsepower motor because I wanted that electric start on it. So technically this one is an SF11t. With the log lift and electric start, and we still did the LED lights on it because, you know what, it has the battery, it has the 12-volt system, so I figured why not, we will go ahead and do LED lights on this one as well. Is the drive package similar chassis setup, just again without the conveyor on it. The black one over here is a regular SF9 manual start, 9 horsepower motor, and then that brings us here to the towable. This one was like what you saw in Boonville. It was blue up there. It is a 72-inch wide table. So when you bring up that log lift for the additional almost 28 inches, this baby is a beast to put wood up on and be able to handle. You can move your bundled wood around, have a second guy standing right next to you to handle all of the extra wood that's up on this table, or push it off into one of our 6-cord bags or whatever you'd like to do. You can see the 13-inch wheels on this. And again, we have done this one with the torsion axle for highway towing. Would not have any issues ripping down the road with this one. Just going to soak up the bumps and things. No LED lights, standard 20-inch cylinder. Got the log lift on it, got the valve. And again, this is just your regular, you know, little Honda GX270 for the 9 horsepower motor. And then we get into this one, which is again regular SF9 pull start, just like the rest of them here with the self-drive chassis to it. Just a nice simple unit. But this is the lineup from SplitForce for our spring inventory order, and I have a feeling they are not going to last. So give us a phone call. It's 833-SPLITTER. It's 833-775-4887. You can also email me at sales@shaverequipment.com. Do not hesitate, because again, I do not think these are going to last very long. Oh, and I forgot, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button on the channel, and we'd love to hear from you soon and would love to earn your business with the sales quote. We are an independent dealer for the different manufacturers that you see here on the channel, and we would absolutely love to earn your business with the sales quote. Thank you so much for watching the video. Catch that like and subscribe button. We'll see you next time.